Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And we're picking up on the 7th of March 1954. Now, the title of this video is Decision Time. And the reason for that is that we've now reached a population of 12,700. So the economy is starting to expand. And also we're now coming towards the end of the 1950s. So this is going to be a time when I've got to start making key decisions about where my major production areas are and start to, well, expand, especially up in the north here, expand our overall economy. But before that, I just want to give you an update of where we are. In the previous video, we were monitoring how this military camp went in the winter. And after the video finished, I played through to, well, the end of January. Now, there is a reason why we're on the 8th of March. I'll explain that in a little while. Now, overall, this camp came through okay, but, and it's quite a big but, it had some losses, and that was mainly due to the fact that the buildings in here are actually self-heating, which meant that they produce pollution, and that resulted in the health of the population dropping, or the population of this town here. Because of course, one thing about these overall stats now, they're reflecting the three major centres, or four major centres now. So it was a partial success. And one thing I want to do very quickly is see, I'm considering possibly putting in some basic heating in here, probably but maybe using logs or something like that, so that we can start to heat this area, maybe make it a little bit more productive. That's something that we'll get round to later on, because as I said in the introduction, I want to consider making some major decisions with respect to the economy. And one decision I've made, and this is the reason why we're actually on the 9th of March, because what I've been doing is looking around the map, trying to decide where to put certain industries. And I think because we got this big farm here, I think we've got an opportunity in this area to put down a food and alcohol production, but on a bigger scale than what we've currently got. Also, the other decision that I've finally confirmed is that this area here is definitely going to be our major northern construction supply centre. And what this will be is the major gravel production for the rest of the game once it's up and running. So what this will mean is all the gravel I'll be using across the map will be coming out of this area. Also, we're going to have some panel production up here, some cement production. Also, they were going to put down some asphalt and concrete plants, but what's going to make these different is the fact they're going to have helicopter platforms attached to them, so that we can send out the concrete and asphalt over a wider area. I think that's what's going to really promote the growth of this area. And of course, up north, up in this area, we're going to have, well, we've got the iron mine here. We've already got a 3/4 built coal mine over here, due to the fact I wasn't paying attention. And what I'm thinking now is a major steel producing town here, with a bit of a green belt in the center here, which will be used for railway connections. Then this town will drive the food production and the gravel over here. So this is very much the way we're going to be going now. We're going to be thinking on a bigger scale, and obviously we're going to need to drive a bit more momentum. Now, one thing I do want to do is now somebody did suggest that I need to start asphalting up the roads in this area, and I think well, I will come back to that. I don't think it's particularly that urgent. Now, I did get a comment about, I think somebody assumed that this was a water pickup point. It's actually a sewage drop-off point, but it's not really been able to deal with the capacity of this area. Well, I think this can deal with the capacity. I think the problem I've got at the moment is I don't have sufficiently big enough sewage trucks. What we're currently trying to do is push through this line here, try and get this finished and this finished, so that we can empty our, so it's going to be a little bit of a close run thing, but at least it's making these areas a little bit more healthier, because all the sewage is being sucked into this area. And of course what we'll do is that this technical office will then go on to this building here once it's actually finished. But so that's the situation in the north. We will be back later on. If we go down to the south, here, we need to get some focus into this area, but I've got a bit of a problem here in the game. In fact, the game seems to be very reluctant to build this area here. Oh, it looks like he's actually delivering. Is he delivering? Nope, no, he's not. Looks like we're going to have to build this by hand, which is a little bit of a pain in the neck. And it's blocking the fact that I can't connect this up. And the other mistake I made in this area was, as you can see here, I'm building roads in because I forgot to put the roads and footpaths into these here. In fact, is that actually connected? No, it's not. Okay, I'm going to need to put that connected. I don't think I need it just yet, do I? Let me just check. Yes, I do. That's a little bit of, let me just check. Yeah. Can't do that one. Oh, I could put a footpath that side. No problem. Also, I didn't put in a power supply in here to support this area, so that's got that going. Up here, we've got our clothes and fabric production going, but it's a little bit limited because, as you can see, I've got a bit of a traffic queue here, which is proving a little bit of a pain in the neck. Let me just speed this game up, because of course there's still this problem with the customs offices. It's quite strange that though this is a large customs shed, it doesn't seem to be as efficient as possible. Now I do know there is a mod to fix it, but that's something else we're going to need to try and work on. Now I have had a couple of comments about buying another rail constructor, and I kind of want to buy one, but at the same time I don't want to buy one. Does that make sense? Because we're in 1954 now. In 1955 we will get a disassembled version of the track constructor that is available when you start in 1960. Also in, I think it's 19, let me just check, I think it's 1956 is when we first get the electric train. So we've got 2 more years to try and get the whole thing set together. So what I'm trying to do is push this track up to get a connection to the border as a single thread. And then hopefully what that means is when the track layer comes available, we'll be able to come down this way. Because the problem is, let me just show you this, sorry for flashing around so much. If I come in here and show you the disassembled. Now this gives the impression that these can be purchased, but the trouble is there is no truck that will carry them at the moment, despite the fact that they think they will. So the only thing I've got at the moment is this track builder here, which is okay, but if we look at the here, it's a little bit slow. And so what I'm looking for is to possibly get a bigger one for when the game vanilla one arrives, if that makes sense. So that is the current situation. In fact, I've had a couple. I think I had a notification on some good trucks actually. Let me just flip over, but they are, whoops, nope. And I think they are actually NATO trucks. Let me just see what we got over here. You never know, we might be able to get disassembled. Yeah, all we've got is these peckered things, which are very, very slow. But I think if I come on to the open holes, where are you? We've now got the Peterbilt 351s here, which are, I mean, they're pretty fast and they're pretty big. So what I'm looking to is we can keep building up our dollars. We might be able to start replacing some of our trucks with that. I think there's a covered hole version as well in here. Yeah, we've got this Peterbilt. This gain top speed 95 kilometers an hour, carries 12 tons of crops. So what we're going to try and do is spin in a few of those, but I don't want to use them too much for, what was that on top of that message? All amount of tourists due to the trip rating being 0.15s, because we're using Soviet tourists, not NATO tourists. Yeah. Now I want to keep those trucks not for so that I can use them for distance work. And that comes into the first thing I want to start looking at now is I want to get over to here because we got oil in this area, just to show you. And I really would like, we need to do some research as well. We've got an oil field, got 88%. It'd be nice if I could push that out a bit. Maybe if we got 81% up there. On a flat area, 79%, 81% there, 79%. but if we got that, it's going to overlap. So I can push that. There's 80% there. I'll just put that in there as a marker. Now, so what we got is a small oil field here. I want to get this online. So this town here is going to produce fuel and bitumen. We'll probably have an oil refinery about here, so it's not too close to there. Also, if I press F2 here, you see we've got a nice flat area here. So we've got potential a few farms up here as well. So what we could do is also make this into quite a major food production area. There's also a gap up through here, which will, I think, takes us to uranium, which is round the back here. So we're talking major town here, oil, food, and possibly nuclear power, if we could do it. So we've got to get a road out here. Now, my original plan, as you can see from this road here, was to come out here. But I've been looking at this road here. I know it's been built out this far, but the problem's distance for the construction trains, trucks, sorry, not trains. Because we've got a our road crew here, and this is where we're producing asphalt, concrete, and panels. So I've got an idea, and in the great tradition of Blackadder, I have a very cunning plan. And what I'm thinking is, we want a bridge over here, a prefab bridge. I wonder what which is the cheapest. They're both 100 kilometers an hour. Concrete bridges. I'm trying to avoid using steel. This one is actually we'll mix the two up actually. Now we know that this one doesn't need too much in the way of problems. So what I'm thinking is to push this directly across there. This is going to need 1,551 tons of concrete. Oh well, that's okay. What I'm going to do is pick a road up there and bring you to there. Set that. Now the next thing I want to do is put a construction office in here. I'm going to put a construction office here. And what this is going to be is for concrete mixers. If we've got to provide, oh, it says 89. Yeah, so we got 1,180 concrete and asphalt to get this built. So what I want is a dedicated construction office with concrete mixers in it, which we will then hook to this construction office, so that the other concrete mixers will still focus very much on producing roads. Now we got to get over there, and I think what we'll do is I want to plan the bridge across here because this is going to be quite big, and I'm kind of don't road on rail, and I'm kind of thinking prefab. Let me just see. We're going to do. We need to get across about here. But we want a road or something that will come, or we have to bridge that. So I'm thinking, this has got to be high, because I want to guarantee that we're not going to block shipping. Wow. This is going to take 2,500 tons of prefabs, 331 tons of concrete, and wow. Let me just put that there. Oh, no. Then we're going to drop this, down, please. And we'll just put that there. This is going to be a mega project. And then that not. Yeah. And then we'll bring this road up here and connect you into there. And then we'll run asphalt this up to here and there. And what we'll probably do is put a circular road in around here so that the traffic won't go through the town centre. Yeah, don't like that. So it's a bit better. Hopefully it won't. That bit in there. Okay, carefully. That out, so that's a continuous stream. Now the question is, we've got to get over to that bridge there. Now this is actually an empty area, isn't it? Because we got a bridge over there. I think I'm just gonna try something. And I mean, I know it's going to be very expensive to build, but I like my big viaducts. Can we drop that down? Will that save us some money? Oops. Well, that would save us a little bit by doing that. And then we can back down. Down. And then if I want to run the road there. Actually, I want an option to put a road through here. We come up through. That. Then we can hook this road through to there, like that. Wow. Kind of dips, yeah, but it dips and then goes up again, doesn't it? I suppose it's probably with bridges. If I do this, it's going to delete that. Oh, we're just going to have to live with that dip, aren't we? Actually, can we? Let me just see if I can connect that in. Whoops. Got a little bit of a kind of slope. I think that looks a little bit better. Right, so we're going to build this. I know it's going to cost our fortune, and feel free to tear me apart in the comments, guys. But sometimes you just got to build an epic project just to make the map look good. So we've now got this built in here. I want this. Add that to this there, guys. And of course, what we're going to need to do is asphalt this in, so that we can get some speed along this road here as well. But I think we'll get this finished first, and then maybe our kind of create some mud roads through here. Can we get a mud road through? Yeah, we can get a mud road possibly, or well, we can put a road link through from here to here, can't we? Like that. Although that's split up this road now. It's no good. Remove this. I think what we'll do is take out that footpath and hook you on there. And what we can do is, well, I could probably get one section done by hooking there, and then work waypoint. It's out. I take out you to there, you to there. and then we can pick out that waypoint. Then all we got to do is find a way to get, well, we can put a mud road up through to there, and then build that section. Yeah, we could do that. Let me just put the mud road in as a reminder. We're not going to do that. We'll just build this section first, and then what we'll do is we'll hook these through, make the connection up over here to go to there. Now, before we go north, I just want to take a quick look round and see what's going on. Oh, this is up north as well. So, right, we're just going to go over here. Right, this is finally built. Taken long enough to build it. And what we can do is we need to build in these conveyors, the substation, and actually just make sure that power line is, and then build this in. And what we can do then is get our turn iron ore into iron, which will then reduce my costs a little bit. Let's take a quick look around here. We've got back over 2 million, so despite the traffic jam, we're going here. I could put a one-way system in, but I don't think it's going to make that much difference. In fact, I could probably, in the game showing a little bit of a preference, what we'll do is we'll do something like that, see if that makes a difference. Nope. Right, we've got some gravel trucks there, which we could use. I think when the small construction office is finished, we'll move these guys down so they can get things going. Let me just see. I think I was. Oh, we finished this now. We're getting quite a few blocks in here. I'm actually just going to slow the game down there, because we've got this block built now. I think we've got plenty of slack in the economy. Oh, not that much, have we? Oh, we've got a little bit here. I think it's enough to be going on with so that buildings can affect. I mean, ideally, we need to start there. How much does this need? In fact, how much have I got in the way of steel? Because we've got lots of conveyors over there to build. Let's go and see what the steel situation is like. Yeah, that's because we're building those conveyors, so we need to kind of ease off a little bit and get our construction crews on stuff that doesn't need steel for the moment. Right, so what we're going to do now is just go up north. And what I want to do is put in some food production. Now, obviously the food factory, because we're going to use the full-size food factory, this produces 7.5 tons of pollution. What does the alcohol? This produces 11.8 tons. So 7.5, 11.8, we need a distance of about 400 meters from here. Now this is going to be the edge of town about here, isn't it? So if I kind of go in this direction, so we're thinking somewhere in this area here. Right. Just want to trim that bit of road back. In fact, I'm kind of thinking we've got the big farm here. We got the what we call it. In fact, we're going to need to start asphalting in all this lot as well, aren't we? Or can we live with gravel? Hard to tell. And I think what we're going to do is put a cargo station, a 6-point cargo station in here. I think I would like. Oh no, we need to connect it to. Whoops, wrong one. I think I'd like to get a little bit of distance because the actual factory connection is free transport. Also, what we're going to need is a distribution office up here. So if I distribution, I think we'll go 7 slots or 6 slots. I think we're a 7 slot one. We can just tuck you in behind this. This is the grain silo, which is connected to the large farm here. I think what we can do is redo this road here, move it north a little bit, and then you can come in there, and then eventually we'll connect you up there as well. Oh, this hasn't got a road connection. Aha, it's not good. So we're better put that in. Be a little bit of a disaster. Take this road out like that, and then I think maybe we could get a large field in there, couldn't we? Let's see. Large field, another large field. Back. Wait, I want that. Go away. Big field. Turn that round about like that. This is going to be very close to the farm. So I can just sneak that. Put you there. Put another one. Right, I want to leave a slot here for a road so that we could possibly pull this in a little bit like that. That means we can put a road here. Okay. From that back to there. You down. Actually, leave you there. Take this road across like that. Take you down like that. Go through to like that. And then trim this road back again. Right, so we've now got a couple of extra large fields in, and we've got an area, accidentally marked out the area where we want to put the food factory in. What we're going to need now is another big silo here with a rail connection. Storage. I think I've chosen one. I've got one here. We've got this one here, which is 5,600. We put it that way round. Now this silo's got an in and out road. This is so you've got to be a bit careful when you put this in. I'm gonna cancel the roads for the moment, and we put you there. Now what we got is we got a cargo shed there, so we're going to need a cargo drop-off station here. Okay, put a 6-1. Put you about there. We won't put the road connections in. Oh, we can put the road connection. I suppose. Just put you. Yeah, we can put you about there, with that. Got to leave enough space for the railway through there. Now, what I want here is a alcohol production and some food. Sorry. I'm just going to flip that round. And we're going to put you on the angle a little bit. Maybe just up like that. I want to make sure that I want that factory connection to be a little bit on the long side for a reason I'll explain later on. Then I need a food factory. Again, just put you slightly, try and get this straight with the that. Now, what I want is a warehouse in here. So here. Warehouse, where are you? Got one. Where's my favorite warehouse? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Warehouse here. Tuck it. So just make that a little bit. We'll try and get that connection. Yeah. What that does is it gives me a rail connection from here. I better do anyway. Just see. Yeah, be sure this is working. Maybe come out dead straight. Begin with. Put the crossover on there. And we've only got a single connection into this warehouse, but that's no problem because we can go out like that and then kind of put that there. That shows the direction of the railway. Actually, no, just want to put this back a little bit further. That. Right, we'll just accept the rail tracks. Just got to remember, I need to get a road to the distillery. And the other thing, right, we've now got this here. I'm also going to need another cargo station. Where is it? Cargo, there it is. The reason for this is that I want to be able to pick up from... no. Don't want that. Change your mind. Actually, no. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Get rid of you. I wanted the warehouse, but the configuration was wrong. Put this back in again. Right. That's better. Now we put the cargo station in. Yeah. I got a little bit ahead of myself by assessing a little bit about the railway. Put the cargo station in there. And then what we're going to do is actually put a proper platform in. Now, the reason for that is I want to put you about, whoops, no, you about there. Because we got this warehouse is going to be for input, exporting the food. But over here, what I want to do is, let me just see, oops, nope, don't want that. And then on this side, I can find it again. We could put an ordinary warehouse in, but the trouble with the ordinary warehouse, and what I'm going to do is just drop an ordinary warehouse here with the cargo pickup just there. Now, this warehouse here is going to be for clothes and electronics. That's why I wanted to put this platform in here. So what it means is that eventually, once we got a clothes production center, we can bring the clothes and electronics and other stuff for the shopping in this area. And also, possibly, we could even ship it up to our steel town, which will be up here. So we've now got this area here. And I think what we need to do now is we're going to put a connection there. We're going to run you all the way through to there. And I think for the moment, we're just going to come into... No. Now we got the food factory there. Now the next thing, the problem we got now is we got this factory that's kind of sat out here on its own. And it's a bit isolated because it's cut off on this area. So we need to put the tracks in here. I'm going to come out very straight and very long. And I'm going to put the crossover way back up here. We'll work on the tracks. I've got no idea where they're going in the moment. And what we're going to do now is get a road out of here. And, oops. Actually, maybe I should go this way. Okay, let me just extend the rail tracks this way. It's a little bit of a dog's dinner. Just redo this. Come out quite a long straight way. Wow. Back to this road here. Remove you. Come out like that. Cross this road here. We're going to connect you up to there. Get that. And what we'll do is we'll actually put the crossover here, like that, and then just that out. Now, the thought process behind this is that this road is only here really for fire prevention, although possibly we may need a fire station out here, a small one to cover this area, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit shaky. The way the workers are going to get in is from this area here, and what we're going to do is I'm going to put in, where's the, never see the low part on this. I don't want the underpass. Is that the underpass? Get rid of that. I think that's the right way around, isn't it? Put you in about there. Put it down. And then put a tunnel from there to there. And then what we can do then is put the pedestrian and go into there. And that will go into the brewery. And we got a pedestrian underpass there. So what we're going to need to do is put in, I don't want anything just at the moment, put the bus stop about there, like that, maybe pretty close to the road. And what that will do is footpath in, so we have a footpath there, and then eventually the footpath will connect out to the road. Let me just check where the road is going to go. Yeah, the road's going to go out this way. This road will come down here. This road will connect in there. And what that will mean is that we'll have a bus stop here, which will deliver the workers to both the food factory and the distillery here. Then we've got a connection to there, connection to there, connection to there. Right, good. We need to sort out some pavers, because we do need, as somebody suggested, we do need to sort out some pavers, because as somebody suggested, is I do really need to start sorting out getting some better road speeds out here, which means we're going to need asphalt. Right. Right, so we still got a little bit of time. So what I want to do is work on this area, but we're going to whiz down and just see, make sure that everything's going according to plan down here. So that we don't get caught out. How's my right, so this is nearly finished, this is underway, we're laying in the there, but I'd probably turn around and say something like not enough steel or something like that, but it's okay, we'll just let it grind through very slowly. How much are we producing? Enough clothes here? I'm a bit worried about, we are producing clothes, but I suppose it is, as long as we got enough clothes in here. Clothes in here, sorry. Yeah, we got enough clothes in there, so it's not like we're seeing, how's the economy going? Last month, this month. Exports is 50,000, imports is 82,000. Yeah, it's electronics. We're going to need to think about how we can produce some electronics, because that's going to kill us otherwise. Either that, we're going to work on a way to make more money. Although we got over 2 million, so it's not like we're bankrupt or anything like that. We've got this road being built, this connection being built. This is coming along quite nicely, so this should be finished by the time it's going to be, we're going to need it to start shipping the concrete down to here. Then of course we got this whole area here that's working quite well. How's the track? So we've laid this track across here. Okay. When I get the other track layer, I want to push out this way because I want to make this connection as quickly as possible. And of course the big issue is going to be how much the trains are going to cost. So this guy is, wow, he's up to here, and that would get him to about here. I mean, if he's quite happy to push all the way through to the border, I'm quite happy to let him do that. Right, so back over here. Right, so we've now got We'll just check and see how's the sewer pipes. The sewer pipes are finished. Wow, that's brilliant. That was they did that quite quickly actually. That's now drained. So what we can do now is put sewage onto there, because that should be connected. That means I don't really need this truck anymore. I don't think there's any space here. So you can just sit, actually no, then we'll send you to there. Right, well, I think while we're looking at this, we've got this guy, but we've got the big boy. You got everything connected to there. Right, we got this guy to send stuff out. We've got how many slots? We've got 2 slots. Now the big question is, do I have a paver and roller available up here? It's going to be the big question. Well, we don't have a roller. We do have got this very cheap paver. I think that we're just gonna have to do work with this, aren't we? Yeah, I'm gonna be very careful with the rolling now, because I don't actually have a roller. We can buy this guy, and we can. He's actually a truck, so we can send him to there. And what he can do is just fill in this gap here. So what do we need to build up here now? We've got the fire station, got the road up here. Actually, I think what it's time to do is road connection does not exist. Okay, because we haven't built that yet. Actually, it's 4, isn't it? What am I on about? Yeah, I pressed the wrong button there. That's not connected. And that's building in there. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to make a start on the farm. It's a little bit of a calculated risk, because obviously if we get a fire it's going to burn down, but we're going to make some progress. Okay, what we got here? What is on fire? Okay. These buildings here seem to be very prone to fire. Right, we've now got this here. And what we're going to do now is just work on spouting in these roads. Get rid of you. Used to be a footpath connection in here somewhere. I need a footpath connection. And we're built that. There should still be a connection there for the road construction. Get this asphalted through there to there to there. This is the digger guy. He's still... We need better diggers. And then let me just do a quick test run. Your job is going to be exclusively concrete. What else would we want out here? I think we'll just go with the concrete at the moment. And I think we're concrete mixer. We want something with a bit of speed. 22, that's way too slow. 55, we're pop in 1 concrete mixer there for the moment. And then what we're going to do is 2. We're going to add you. Okay guys, I've just had a bit of a thought and I just want to run this past you. It's got nothing to do with what I'm doing here, but it's something that I do want to talk about. Now, if you follow the channel, you'll be aware that I'm making a series for new of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic for new players. One of the upcoming videos is going to be construction offices. It suddenly struck me because, of course, what I normally do is set up a construction office with the necessary just to build gravel and asphalt roads. But of course, now we've got these roads here, the panel roads. If I draw one here just to show you, and this is gravel and prefabs. You reckon it's worth actually setting up a dedicated construction office that's got open holes in it for actually building panel roads, or is it just worth just putting a normal construction office into it? Anyway, it's just a thought, guys. Completely unrelated to whatever we're doing, but it was just something that suddenly just hit me. Now, so if you've got any opinions on how you'd set up custom road constructions for paver, for panel roads, feel free to chuck it in the comments. Right, I'm aware that time is probably pushing on this video. And I think just to finish up, I'm just going to talk a little bit out here. What we're going to have is quite a large gravel area. And what this is going to become is the central gravel production area for the whole of the economy. So it's going to be quite large scale. And what I want to do over here is set up some production for concrete and asphalt, and also possibly cement and prefabs. Although technically the prefabs is a little bit messy, although we could get in and bring in, if we make cement needs coal. We've got a coal mine up there. We could bring, the cement, we could always truck the coal down to here. And what I want to do is put all these industries in this area. But the big difference is that when I put in the asphalt and concrete plant, I am going to put helicopter platforms near it. It's just occurred to me that if we're going to produce asphalt, let me just, sorry about this again, this is going to be a little bit icky risky. Let me just see what I did down here. We got this complex here. We could produce some bricks out up there as well. I'm just wondering if I can, now I'm just going to drop a save because I've had the game crash when I've tried to do a long distance clone. What I'm going to do is come in here and I'm going to try and clone this entire area here. Now we're going to come all the way up here, and ideally what I'd like to do is drop this in. And we got a little bit of an area here. We could use this area as our kind of production area. Just see, we got if we put it that way, we got the bitumen plant that way. Although we could put it, I don't want it too close to the well. Okay, maybe we'll put it in here because we got the what we call it, the God, what am I talking about? Oh, we got the wood cutting plant, and we've also got the brickworks. Yeah, I think if we drop that in, I don't want it to be too close to the town, even though this doesn't produce a massive amount of pollution. Maybe if we push it out there. Of course, there's some stuff in here I don't think got picked up. And what we got is we got the pitch extraction. Of course, we've lost the what we call it, the battery connection to there. We got that to there, that to there. Then we got the conveyor connection. What's this? This is the brick factory. Maybe we can do something else with the brick factory, move it away a little bit, because that does produce a lot of pollution. We've got this here, this here. This is connected to this small rail open thingy there here for logs. We've got the wood cutting post there. I just had a thought. What can I get in? Sawmill. The sawmill just over here. If we could put the sawmill just about. What's this? This is charcoal kilns. This will produce coal. Okay, let me just. I'm just going to move you around a little bit now. Get rid of you. Factory. So I'm going to put. I'll put the charcoal kilns that way round. No, I'll put it this way round. Oh, no. Do that. Get rid of you. Put the charcoal kiln say about here, like that. And then we can put, got a charcoal kiln there, we can put a sawmill in here. Maybe if we could put a smaller ones in, like the carpenter's shed here. What's the much do you produce? You produce 25. Yeah, we'll just put a small carpenter's workshop shed in here. This is going to be more for local production. That. So what we'll have is we've got the wood pitch extraction, we've got the charcoal kilns. Where does the conveyor come out? Yeah, the conveyor comes out that way. That gives a little bit of coal. We've got a wood cutting post there. Let me just see the road, how the road system is out. We've got a road there, we've got a road there. Just had a thought as well. If I... So much for copying it all down. What we got? I could get you out as far as you can in that direction. Actually, if we put you this way, you're going to cover you back the other way. Will that work? Yeah, if we can get that as far out as we can get it, isn't it? We've got the sawmill there. We need to put a store on that. We've got that there. I'm happy with the factory connections. That factory connection. We've got a sawmill there. We've got the wood cutting there, and then we're going to need a lot of logs coming into this area. So let me just see if I can get a second wood cutting post. And see, this cutting post is. Actually, let me just put the road in. Got the road connection there. We use gravel for the purposes of put this road through like that. And just run you in like that, and then we can possibly connect that can come to there. This can come to there. What was this again? This is the wood cutting post. We flip you the other way. Let me just see. I think we can put you that way round. Take out this road here, but you bring you out like that, back to there. That brings this road through from there to there. Now I've messed up this connection here, which is what I was looking for. We've got that there. We've only got the one wood cutting post which covers that area there. Actually, just sorry about this. That out again. I'll put you can get a small cargo. You can get a small cargo. Actually, no, we'll put a big one in. Put a cargo station in about there. As you may guess, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. This wasn't planned as such. So we've got a cargo station there. And that means there. So what that means is that what I could do if I need extra capacity is I could put another wood cutting post there. The capacity of wood cutting post 50 tons of logs. Yeah, well, we can live with that. Put another wood cutting post there. Put you about there. Stretch it as far as possible. And what that would mean is we can have this wood cutting post chopping down all the trees in this area, which can then be shipped to here, which can be used to produce charcoal, pitch, and logs. And of course we'll have a little bit of planks here. Now this one is kind of temporary. In fact, technically these are all temporary, because eventually for the asphalt plant and the cement making plant, we're bringing coal directly from the coal mine, but this is just to get us up and running. And then storage, yeah, I think we can use this to cut our and then what we can do is just put you just on the end here, and that means that when this produces boards that can go in here, that would give us a local production of boards. But of course again, this is very temporary. That's there, and then what we can do from the charcoal guild eventually, once we work out where the cement plant is, we'll put that connected up as well. So we got that there, and I think that's about it. One thing that's just struck me is we got to think about heating for this place as well. My instinct is to put a proper heating plant in, but we'll have to import the coal, which spins back to the fact that we've got to start getting serious about asphalting in some of these roads. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. As you can see, I'm piling up more and more work, so what we're going to have to do is try and get a little bit more efficiency into the system so that we can get everything working. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.